Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Deer Corner. I brought up a topic today. We were out talking this morning. Um, the boys are out there hauling off some wood, and we got to talking a little bit about our timber and what maybe here in the near future logging some of it off. But I call it 30% open, 70% timber for a good deer habitat. And you can have good property, have an excellent deer habitat. But here on this piece of property, another piece of property down the road, it's influencing the neighbors. The neighbors are sitting right on the property line, hunting that property right on top of me. And a matter of fact, last year we found a deer feeder about 30 yards in on our property. And they were on their property side of the line hunting that feeder, pair of brothers. But that's being dealt with right now. You have a lot of things to deal with being a property owner besides doing what you're doing for deer habitat to increase your deer, to increase your chance of harvesting a deer. And then you got to deal with the weather. You got to deal with the wind and the temperature. And you have all this going on being a property owner. And you got to have more food. Plus you got to have cover. And that's where my 30% open, my 70% timber come in. See, sunlight can be your friend, and shade can be your enemy. You already got a seed bank already there, believe it or not. There's thousands of seeds in the ground right now, just ready to sprout and come up, to thicken it up, to keep your timber from being so open. So you're going to give the deer cover. And you have to let the sunlight in. Now, a lot of my older trees, they've reached their prime. The tops are dying out of them and things like that. And I'll cut them down. I'll take a chainsaw and cut that tree down, open up the canopy. Then you got a lot of your older trees, your prime trees, that the wind blow over, already being blown down, and it opens up your canopy. So you got to open up your canopy, because see, I don't believe in hinge cutting, cutting something down that I don't have no use for. But I will cut down some of my older trees that have reached their prime. They're finished. So I'll cut them down and open the canopy up. And then I'll come in and put my bushes and my shrubs and what have not coming up in that area to give cover. So what I'm doing is creating a deer habitat out of my timber. Now, it's not so bad up at the mountain property, and I'll be going up there in a couple of weeks and get started up there. That's solid timber. A lot of hills, valleys. It's a totally different hunting situation up at the cabin in the mountains than it is here. Down here, it's flat. This property here behind me, about 2,000 yards or so, got the river, and it runs half bank. Go east of me, you got a dairy farmer. Then you go west of me, I got a property owner down there that deer hunts. So I'm pretty well nestled in a little bitty spot right here on this property by influencing my deer habitat, by making it thicker, giving them more food, and giving them a lot of cover. I'm holding a lot more deer here on this property. Property down the road, it's being worked on. There's a lot more to do to it, but it's improving. We logged off 13 acres. Well, we took all the pine trees out. And last summer, spring, summer, and fall, that clear cut come up pretty thick. This year is going to be excellent. Excellent cover, excellent food source for the deer in that area there. It's going to allow several different setups on our stands. Instead of having one, we have developed 2 or 3 areas to hunt for the deer to come in and out of that clear cut. So it takes time. That's one thing you have to look at. Nothing you're going to plant, even a food plot. Now, I've done my food plots, done my share of food plots. But even a food plot, you got to plan on it. You got to plan it, work it, and you got to do that year after year. But I kind of graduated from food plots. I'm going a different deer management direction. I'm wanting something for the future. So this is how I deer hunt and what I do. And hopefully this will inspire some other property owners. You have to open up your canopy to get it thicker. That's the main thing. You got to get the sunlight down to the ground. Having an open timber, and I've been in a lot of timbers that you could see 200 yards. You can see way down through there. And that's exactly what the deer do. See down through there and go through there quick. But if you got that thicker, with more cover and more food, you're going to hold deer there. They're not going to go running through it. They're going to take their time going through it. And that's what you're looking at. So I hope this helps you out a little bit, and hope to see you again. Go ahead, subscribe, leave me a comment. I will get back to you, and you all have a safe day. If you're in the woods, be safe. You'd rather be safe than sorry, and we'll see you again.